great weather, wonderful food, great hospitality,
And
and a
today is
wonderful
the
facility. Thank you so much. Make the world a better place. This is
competition.
Chef Blunt signing out from the International Culinary Center Beach, President of the ACF Beach Chef. Thank you.
Today is our competition for pastry and bread and food. Food. This is for the bread. This is for our team. Oh, so nice. Pin of Russian. Wow, this is so good. This is our team in our school. Origins Stone Peak. We consider Lindinos. This is a lot bread. Oh God, this bread. Wow, so nice. Hi, Chef. Morning. Good, thanks. That's yours?
That one over there, yes.
Oh, may I know your name, please? I'm Tedora Fowler.
I'm from Florida.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. I want to go Florida, Chef, because there's a Jollibee there
Yes.
in Philippines. Philippine food. Congratulations to you, Chef. That is very nice. What's that? This basket?
A basket, yeah. Like it's kind of like salt dough.
Oh, salt dough.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds delicious. I like something salt. Wow, this is very nice. Rich dough. Kala. Oh, no, that's Kala bread. Oh, this is very good. Oh my
So
gosh.
good. Did you see that, Chef Audrey's down there?
Yeah.
Oh, this is fancy. I love that. She's starting critiques if you guys are sorry.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Sorry. Morning, chef. Oh, starting critique. I have to do this here. I cannot hear.
Maybe not sometimes have a lot of small little pieces. Sometimes you don't need a lot of small little pieces. You can have three big pieces. I normally kind of go in with three components. So, you know, banana, the meringue, and the peel, the time we glue here, and then you could have got something down here. And if it's piping really nicely, you can use it. Okay. So, you know, think about, and also think about in the groupings, how do you want your things to be? So what do you want that food to contain and structure your dessert? So that's kind of the next as well. So not so many small little bits and pieces, but big focus. Just some things in terms of, you know, what fabrics and things in the application. Other observations as well. So, you know, everything is pre-scaled, right? You're presuming very accurately. So when you don't scrape out your containers properly, your recipes have to be because you're leaving extra stuff in your containers. And especially the really small containers, there are very small narrow spatulas that you can get, so with the big ones, so you know you're going to get everything. So that's part of it. Even when you made your mousse and there was chocolate mousse left in the bowl, that should have all gone in that main component. So it's money, it's waste. You know, you're working for somebody, they're going to pay. It's their money. If it's your business, it's your money. If somebody's working for you, it's your money. So you set those habits in that tone. Things are really clean, scraped out, everything is used. Right? When you pipe your dough, you mold, you're really like you have to squeeze that bag pretty heavily and go back and forth multiple times. Take a big step. 1, 2. Good. So 2 minutes right there. did the tabletop tempering thing, right? So, when we're tempering, we're using an offset and using some kind of spatula with a flat blade on it. Not one small offset, pointy spatula. So the wrong loops. Pointy spatula is doing nothing. So you're spreading and you're cleaning together. And you're making sure it gets in temper and it goes back into the container where you can stir it together and check the temper. Now, if you're not checking temper, there's no guarantee that it is in temper and it's going to come off the acetate and you're going to get all your pieces. Because you have breakage, right?
I did.
Yeah, so
I think my things are hot too.
it's important when, you know, you're doing a method and there's a reason, a science behind why we temper. And that comes through to your end result. That method. Okay? So that's a good point as well. You're proving, I know you fairly liquid, it wasn't really bound with anything, right?
Exactly.
So when you piped it into here, it soaks down into the sponge. You don't get that nice, like, if you bound it with something, like a pectin, make it a little bit more like a slightly loose jam-like consistency, and then pipe it in. It's very clean, and then when you back through, you've got that nice little color in there, you've got that nice little layer in there as well. So, you know, bind the coolers with something, so you've just got, it's okay on the plate, but it forms a filling. It can't just be something that just absorbs into something. Your torch, it took a long time. Again, you know, you were under, so every minute you go over, you need to point. So that can take you from a silver to bronze to flame. And you had that cover on the torch, right? You were torching the bananas. I don't know if you could see what was going on underneath it. It was really kind of hard because that whole cover was in the way. So just quickly, you know, there's things you can do that fast and don't spend a lot of time on them. Just quickly and really, you know, one or two pieces per dish. So faster, look at ways to save time. Your plating station had things everywhere. You were reaching over plates, you were placing here and you go from here to here. So, you know, one thing to say, you're going to knock things over, you're going to drop things on the plate, but also you're losing time. So it's the same as that. You have to think it's like a robotic, like conveyor belt system, and you are here, and here, and here, and here. You line things up, and everything is ready to go. You grab your plate, and you quick. Tweezers are great, they don't always help them. You pick up chocolate, and then you make 10 pieces of chocolate tweezers, and maybe you can break chocolate. So, and that's one. So, you know, just think through not only the end result, but all the processes and how you save time. And also realize that when it gets to crunch time, you've got to push. Every service time is crunch time. You cannot go slow. Because the guest is waiting, and they don't care what's going on in the kitchen. They don't, you know, they're not worried about food, does that banana go in that right place? They want their food out on time, and they don't want to wait for as long as they should. Okay. So it's all part of that process of that. But nice result in the end, it tasted really good.
A couple things that I noticed, we really don't reiterate, but when you were putting your crumbs around here and you had them on the plate and you were moving them around there, every time you did that in, take 2 seconds, shake the pan up, it'll even out your crumb again. So now you put it right back down because half of it's going on the paper, half of it's going in. You get a little shake and now it levels up those crumbs again. You do the next one, give a little shake, level up those crumbs again. Make sense? And you won't be trying to push so much of it on. Now you've got it all over your gloves. The other thing I noticed, sometimes you had choked up on your baked bag and gave it a twist, and especially with something that's really stiff. Just remember, when you have the bag twisted enough, it almost forces itself out, and you're using very little effort to get that. It just makes it easy preparation, better for you. And then when you're using a mixing bowl, whether you have one of your containers, whether you have a pan, or even just a simple damp towel on the bench, when you're whipping something in, you're really trying to emulsify for the most part. So if the bowl's, bouncing all over the bench, it's kind of defeating your process, right? For anything, whether it's baking cream, hollandaise, or whatever it might be. And if you have like a small pan or a plate cover, whatever it might be, then a damn towel, you'll be able to do work and take out.
Yeah.
Well, not to reiterate all that, I think the chef's covered most of it, but a little bit of overproduction, like there's quite a bit of last pace left, things like that. So really try to scale accurately, because it's just going to save you time. That's less things you have to do to get to your result. And I saw like some extra satay that was bagged up. We could have had that in the bag and not had to work so hard probably to get it all out. Really the right tools for the job, I think. Maybe ring cutters instead of a pastry tip to cut might be helpful, might be a little bit easier. You're not going to have a taper where that pastry tip kind of moves out every single time. So have a little kit ready for each type of thing, and build a timeline that those last 15 minutes are your rush to service, rush to get it out. So just really switching gears. We always, Susan and I were on the team together, and we always started aggressively. Then we had all of our detail work where we had to build and craft, create, shape, and do all these intricate things. And then, so that was a little bit more low-key, a little lower gear, and then a huge ramp up into service. And there's always a distinguishment between production and service. It doesn't matter if it's pastry or savory. So, really kind of separating those out and looking at what you need for a service setup versus a production setup. Is it different tools? Is it a different thing in gloves? The chef and I were doing yesterday, we were talking about building a service kit. So what tools do you specifically need for service? Is it a whole new tray that you set up that has service gloves, service tools, so they're different from your cooking tools, because usually they're a little bit more refined pieces. But it tastes very good. So good job.
I was going to add one more note on that service. Whenever you're setting up your rack, whether it's pastry or savory, have every component set up in a particular tray and label. So you pull that tray out, you take all what you need for that, you put it back. And then the chef said at the end of the day, service setup, pull it out, get the service setup, push it back. And that'll help you look really clean and organized. You work from the top down, bottom up, whatever it is.
Ah, it's done. It's done.
Really like framed the dessert nicely. So good job on that. Thank you for the ice cream as well. It's a really nice component. So the egg, nicely. The only thing that would have been nice if the sponge had been soaked a little bit more. Actually, you can actually put the sponge in the syrup and then lift it out. It should really be drunk with syrup, right? So really, really moist. It's going to add that, because otherwise the chip later thing is it's kind of dry. It's dry because it's meant to absorb a lot of moisture. So you really want, if you feel more comfortable brushing it, keep brushing it. Put it on a tray, or you can just get a little, pour a sheet pan, pour your syrup on there, flip it over, and you can lift it out. So do that. The cream that you made, I would have put it in a piping bag and piped it in the molds. You kind of tipped it in, and then you started smearing it around with your finger. It shouldn't be necessary. You should be able to pipe it in there, drop your sponge in, push it down a little bit more cream, push down, and that pushing down brings the cream up around the outside. So then you haven't really got to worry so because again, if you think we're doing this for production, you've got to line up, you pipe, sponge, next layer. Okay. We watch you spread the chocolate in little squares. So one thing, the way you did it, I would ask first what the better methods again, because you have to produce more of these, and then you're going to spend half a day just doing that. Your tray was in the way, so you can always lift your sheets of parchment off the tray and do it on the table, right? Or if you feel comfortable having a sheet, you could have spread the whole sheet, and then you could have taken desserts out, drop them down, and with a sharp knife, cut around them. Or you could have, when your tiramisu was in the mold, at some point semi-frozen, take it out, spread the chocolate right on top of the mold. It's just a thin layer, right? It's not like you're trying to create some fancy foot or something on it. It's just a thin layer, so right? Let it get to a point where it's set a little bit, so you know, and just warm chocolate, and you can quickly spread it over, and then when you pop it out, it'll come out nice and clean. So again, think through, if something you're doing is very time consuming for the result that you're getting, there's probably another way of doing it. If it doesn't feel right, feel comfortable, there's another way. So just explore that a little bit. Again, you know, really clean out your lollipops. Again, because your ingredients are scaled, so it is important that things are clean. So I always have some thin spatulas myself for small things I can get into. So, because it's just, again, it's waste. Your mixer, every time you put it on, it was like, oh, speed, right? Some things actually aerate better at a medium speed. It allows for the formation of the bubbles, you know, they're more uniform, and also, so firmer, just more stable. So not everything has to be at high speed. So, and if you go on a medium speed and you're doing something, you can quickly keep an eye on it as well. High speed, you know, whipped cream, it's dangerous, it's strong as well, but you don't need to have passion on high speed. On medium speed, it's fine. You made a citrus cremant, and I kind of questioned you on what you were doing at that point. I think it wasn't right. We found it nicely fixed, okay. But you really made a citrus pastry cream, because it's got starch in it. So you were really cooking a pastry cream. So just be careful about your terminology. I mean, because the cremant is really almost like an anglaise base. And if I made like a dark chocolate cremant, I'm taking the anglaise and I'm putting it on dark chocolate. And that's a creamy, it makes a really creamy, like thick, rich kind of mouthfeel. But it's not really starch based. It's not an issue, but just, you know, you can get down to like terminology on a menu and somebody could say, well, that's not really, you know, how, you always on a menu setting your guest up what the expectation is. So we want to set them up the right expectation, but it gave it a nice, the citrus was nice, the flavor was nice, it, you know, it gave it a nice twist as well. So you did have a lot of the components were really custard based, a lot of egg based items, which tend to get heavy. So, you know, maybe think in terms of that whole menu, you know, is another sauce that could have sort of an anglaise? Could there be a different base? Because, you know, if you eat a 3 or 4 course meal and you have dessert, you sometimes want something really cleansing or refreshing. And you have things that have high fat content between the cream and the eggs. And you have So, you know, it's a really nice dessert, but there's maybe, you know, maybe the orange or the citrus could be a citrus sorbet. Yeah, something's going to kind of cut those flavors. So, but overall, you know, very, very nice looking dessert. I'm glad to see two meringue sticks, you know, something different. That was nice to see as a contrast. So very nice.
I do have a question, because you just hit on something and thinking about next week.
Yeah.
Would you suggest switching this flavor to a sorbet here, and maybe switching this to, it could be that?
I don't even know if you switch this to sorbet, I don't think you can need another component. There's a lot
We were just
going
adding
on.
that on, so if we get rid of the
Yeah.
coffee,
Yeah.
gelato.
And I can always, you
Just
know,
put it
citrus
on.
sorbet,
And if we
mandarin.
ramp up the flavor of the cake, we'll still get you there.
You know, I love, like, for me, I love, like, mandarin. It's so cleansing and refreshing, and it's vibrant, and, you know, I just personally am that with coffee and chocolate. I think it's really, really well. Okay. But nice job. Very nice to watch you. Chefs?
Well, overall, it's a beautiful dish, and you made a choice to change the garnish on top, and that was the right choice. Whereas that chocolate that you had in the picture on the cover just drew your eye to the whole thing. Now we could actually see how beautiful this was. And it was very, very nice. You want to think about when you first started out, I had made note that you had to make utilization of your gloves where they were appropriate. One point that I wanted to point out was what you didn't have, great, adding did it with your hands. So that you could be real careful with that, because now, do you go over to the wash sink, you know, wash your hands and get that butter off, or did you proceed to just clean the table, sanitize and so on and so forth? So just keep your eye on it. Use either a glove or use either a spoon to put it in there. Because again, it takes time to have to go and wash your hands, clean the butter off, so on and so forth. And as far as you're utilizing the plus bucket for your dirty dishes, you might want to think about putting that on the bottom shelf of your steam rack, in the sense that you don't have to trip over it. Accidents happen, especially the chef always points out a sense of urgency is imperative. And if you haven't tripped over, it could be a problem. So just those are the things. But overall, you did a beautiful job, and I thought you were clean. It was nice to watch you. You're welcome.
Yeah, you did very well, timed very well, seemed organized the whole time, you know. You moved with purpose throughout the whole thing. I think Jeff brought up a point though, if you take a bite of that with your eyes closed, does it scream tiramisu? And so I know you're gonna do this again. I would just get it to that point and you'll be where you need to be. And with all of Jeff's comments, you know, the extra flavoring things that you need to add, gonna be right there. I would also say that if you have anything left in any type of pot, pan, etc., I don't remember if it's a pastry cream, make sure you scrape all of it out, put it in a deli container, so it shows the intention that you're going to use that later, that it's not waste. So if you have an ounce left in a saucepan, scrape it out, put it into a small container, put it on your cart, so we know that you're either returning it, that you know that there's a value associated with it, that we know that you're going to use it in the future, etc. Don't take what you need and then put it in the can to get washed. So those are just little housekeeping things, but overall, really good job. It was nice to eat. Thanks.
Very nice.
You did it!
Good job to you guys.
Yes.
You guys did awesome.
I'll go here for the food. Go here in the food. This is for the food. It's not done, the rib eye? The rib eye is not done?
Like, don't you say nothing to me. Not you, I ain't talking about you.
He's talking about somebody else. Yeah, I'm talking about the other one.
I thought you're talking to me. Pan roast tenderloin, pork belly.
Best pot lady in the world. 8 hours yesterday. I didn't think so. It was fine. I got to watch everybody.
Do something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
No.
It was fun. It was nice to meet somebody.
Tell me about that.
It was really nice. I'm not going to come back if someone was working with us. So he looks at me, how happy was he?
He's my friend Tim. He's competing for food and his team member. They're doing the grilled rib eye, grill, veal and mushroom, risotto, celery root, and roasted pepper puree, sauteed Swiss chard, caramelized onions, balsamic vinaigrette.
You got all your stuff yesterday put together?
He's your husband? He's your husband?
My friend, yeah.
Is my
Nick Huckabee.
yeah, I know. It's his partner is my friend.
Oh, yeah. I saw you say hey.
Yeah,
Very
he's
nice. Tim is a good guy.
yeah, he's nice. He's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I I work with him in my internship
Oh,
in
okay.
the dunes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My internship there but I reached for 1 year.
That
But
was fun.
it was fun. They like me. They're very fun there. It's nice. I didn't know he's here. That's why it surprised me. Oh my God, he's nice. May I know your name, please?
Sarah.
Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Dory.
Dory.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I have my classmate in my place. Name is Sarah.
Oh, okay.
He's very. I think most Sarah is like that. He's our valedictorian in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's very nice. But he's now in New York. She's in New York now. She's Filipina. Oh yeah, we're same.
Fancy dining.
hmm He's in New York.
They should be done soon.
You done yours? What time yours?
11 something. They changed the time because everything got like they went overtime.
Uh-huh.
So
Change time. When they will finish, you start. I'm done yesterday, so now I'm relaxed. I have time to go. Yesterday,
Oh, did you?
yeah, 4 o'clock. It's the pastry.
Okay.
That's just required in our school to be a pastry chef.
I was never a good baker.
Yeah. King of the grave.
are you talking to me? Oh.
Hola.
Hi,
Hi, sir.
how are you?
Good, how are you? Sarah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Keeping everybody in trouble. I said you this morning. You're keeping everybody in line.
We're trying to.
I know you are.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. That's good.
That looks so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like, ready for shrimp and grits now.
It depends the people. Yeah.
Definitely one of my
Some
favorites.
people don't like seafoods,
Mm.
but I love.
I love seafood.
We raise up with the
I don't
seafood.
discriminate against any food, I don't think.
Yeah, it's so yummy. I raise up with the fresh seafoods. My parents, we have a fishing net,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I like seafoods. Yeah,
Buffalo fishing and
yeah, fishing.
oysters.
In Philippines, most of the people is
Oh yeah, that's
some
good.
fishing. Seafoods. So 11:55 the percent here, right?
I just think that's the big strange to me. I guess that makes sense. Just don't have to.
Risotto. He's doing risotto. We always do risotto in the dunes because we serve a lot people. Sometimes we cater like 500
It goes
people.
a long way when you make it.
And it's we make too much, but sometimes it's difficult to make a very small
Amount.
amount.
I
It's
know.
nice to make to the big.
Bit creamy. He has me spoiled for sure.
Uh-huh.
I try to cook for him as much as I can, but
He cook. He cook for you.
I love it when he cooks.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, it's just a chicken dinner. I just threw it together. It's like all fancy.
But you know me, I finished culinary too last year. But we always eat outside
Yeah.
because only two of us. My husband.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to cook just by
For two
two
people.
people. It's better to cook with many people.
I'll eat leftovers, so that's good.
Yeah, don't waste food. Don't waste food. That's why sometimes if I cook, it's bulk. I cook like for 6 people. So the leftover I put in the refrigerator. And if my husband don't eat, I eat.
We have two teenagers, so
Oh yeah, that's
they
good.
eat us out of the house.
That's nice. More people
It
is
works out
is
good,
nice
yeah.
to cook with more people, but if just two of you sometimes it's very yeah.
To not waste.
Yeah, not less. Because if I cook, I have to cook a regular amount. Like,
To get the right
to get, yeah.
portion.
Because if I cook very little, it just burn and no more left.
Exactly. And you
If
definitely
it's
want
burn.
more.
No, just play. Put in the rep and most my husband don't eat leftover, so I eat. That's why sometimes I no more like to cook
Yeah.
because I will
He's
eat.
picky.
But it's the same what we eat in the restaurant. It's the same. I prefer to eat my food because I can give my taste I want. You
You
know?
know it's
Yeah.
gonna be good, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was handled properly.
Yeah. You know. Ah, that's just the life for a chef. That's life as a chef. Cook, cook, cook. This is a food competition in here. The bread too are very nice. You see the bread?
I ate one.
No, the bread competition.
No, I didn't see. Did they finish?
Yeah, 2 tables done. But not outside. I think they stay outside inside. I think they
I
start.
saw the one girl.
I think they
I saw
start.
her preparing.
Oh yeah, they start creating. No, not yet. This one you see. It's two. One of one is in our class that the first table. It's nice. You know this chocolate we make this. This chocolate.
Amazing how they do
This
that.
chocolate you think it's just like flour, but it's chocolate.
He said when you guys have to make them, he said he turned them upside down to make sure they all stick.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just beautiful.
yeah. Because the bread is very nice. Stay inside now.
It smells so good.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Oh yeah.
You can go look inside. See? This is a bread for competition. It's nice. This in art. It's JTC. This one is from Florida. He's from Florida.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice presentation.
Yeah. It's nice. Right?
I ate the chocolate croissant earlier. So
It's
good.
Oh. we learned that in the school. We learned that in the school. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy for my movie today. I show you next time again for the legs. So this is in our school. This is in our school. This is my classmates. Hi, congratulations, my dear. You made it, right? You made it, right? It's very good.
Oh, you're talking about because where he said to put your finger.
Okay, we're talking about layers. Okay, I had to see. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Thank you for watching. This is our team, Erika, and this is.
I'm Bev.
Oh, this is live.
Okay,
Many people will see us.
okay. It's time to work, Dory. Let's go. Say goodbye.
Okay. Now this is time to say bye bye
Adios.
and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy my job today. This is in our school. This is our school. See, I almost done. Okay, bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
She got good work now.
Okay, I'm going to work now for our next project. Bye. Are you sure you want to exit? Okay.